Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all around the world. Welcome to FPL. Don't panic. Very, very quick one. Let's sort of gather up information, listen to people far more intelligent than me that are coming up with some good information. I think a lot of you guys would follow them anyway, so hopefully you're picking it up. But just in case not, I'm going to try and keep this one to 10 minutes. Watched a couple of good videos last night, overnight. And yes, just some useful information. As I said, I'll try not to repeat myself too much here. Obviously, we've got the FA Cup matches now. We've got the blank 31. We've got double 33. Massive blank 34. It is an absolute bloody minefield, particularly if, like me, you haven't got your wild card. So, listening to some of the better professionals than I. Yeah, helped a wee bit. It validated some of my thinking, raised a few question marks as well. I think I'm on the right track overall. And just to a little reminder of what that track is, I've only got one transfer. We've got blank 31 to navigate. Massive, so I was right. Yeah, it's going to be, it looks like it's going to be 8. At least 8 teams probably doubling. It could be as many as 10. There's going to be a huge amount of teams doubling in 33, which obviously then means we've got the massive blank in 34. If you have got your wild card, I am so jealous. But hindsight's a wonderful thing. We do what we do. And my team was a mess. And I tried to dig myself out of a hole and created a bigger mess. That is the truth. However, I did navigate the whole of the second half of last season, particularly after game week 30, without chips, and rose steadily and in one case actually spectacularly up the ranks. A little bit different this year. I got a bit lucky last year. It was a small double that we had to contend with. I think there was only just three doublers. So it did make it a little bit easier to navigate, and my differential actually became that I didn't have chips, and a lot of the big boys and the doublers just didn't come off. A bit different this year, so I'm really glad I've at least got my free hit and indeed my bench boost. My plan, as much as I can, is to actually try and do a few transfers so I'm not leaving points behind between now and 31. Obviously fill out those blanks. I've got a full 11 for blank 31, and then still carry some transfers over to get a full 11, but ideally 13, 14 or 15 doublers in 33 and free hit 34. As it turns out, thank you FPL mate, validated that sort of thinking. And bless Dan as well. I did send him a message because the slide that is very useful to me to actually do that, I have to take a few punts, and he did a very, very, very good video. Do go and have a look at it. The most useful thing I've had in it, to be honest with you, if I am going to take some punts, and he did go pretty detailed on the whys, whats and wherefores, the teams that with the highest percentage of doubling, which is obviously going to give me a good indication of the players I want to hang on to. So, for example, Arsenal, Newcastle, obviously because they're both in the FA Cup, etc. There is a really, really high, as you can see in that. This is the graph Dan allowed me to borrow from him. Bless him. Really, really high chance. So I've currently got 3 Arsenal. Happily, one of them's rare. I could hide them on the bench for 31. Not too bad. Brighton, Chelsea. I've got 2 Chelsea, but I do want to let one go. Maybe I decide to play with 10 in game week 31 and just take that chance there for the benefit that I might get further down the line. But Palmer or Enzo will probably go. Big one for me is I really want Liverpool assets, and there's a reasonably, I mean, it looks about 50% chance based on these stats that they would double. See, the assets that I really want are Liverpool and Brentford, but Brentford's risky. Brentford's risky. That really would be the punt if I was to bring in the Thiago, the Dango. Great for you guys, you got your wild card. go for it. I really think bringing in a couple of Brentford assets is I'd say a must-have. It's certainly very, 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 very desirable. Liverpool, however, because it wouldn't be bad really if I did move, say, Palmer out, and then maybe sort out that, and who would I move him out for? That's what I'd have to think about. I'm going to think on that one. I am still going to roll this week. I'm still going to roll this week, and we'll get more information. We'll see what the form's like. But probably moving Palmer out. There's no one I majorly want from Chelsea. It's certainly not from Newcastle at the moment. It's Liverpool I want as the punt next week. Palmer out for Verts, Barnes up to Ekitike, and then just do nothing. I have to then start rolling, maybe look, because we'll have some more information obviously when the blank does come around, and I could potentially gamble on a transfer then to fully fill out blank 31. That's current thinking. This is going to be a short video. If you're in the same situation as me, we haven't got your wildcard, do go and have a look. I actually did post in the last video I posted a couple of links. Go and there's a couple of really good videos there that might help you out. But overall, my thoughts at the moment, they're on the right track. It was actually nice to get a bit of validation. Did raise a few questions as well. It ain't perfect, folks. It ain't perfect. Right, last leg of the double tomorrow. Last leg of the double tomorrow. Fingers and toes crossed for a big Gabriel haul, or there will be tears, folks. There will be tears. Take care, have fun, play your own game, don't panic. I'll see you lot soon. Bye bye.